Hello, my name is Andrew Miller, and I am the Archives Assistant at Bunker Hill Community College, and today I will be presenting on Bunker Hill Community College sports trends from the 1970s to the 1980s. My thesis is that Bunker Hill Community College sports increased in prominence from the 1970s to the 1980s as the college grew in influence. In addition, the great amounts of land acquired in the 1980s helped Bunker Hill Community College expand its influence in the realm of Division III sports. As we see in this article, Bunker Hill Community College drops the twin bill. As the college grew in influence, Bunker Hill Community College sports teams became more successful. Bunker Hill Community College sports teams went from being mainly intramural teams in the early 70s to prominent members of their division in the early 80s. From 1980 to 1984, we see an upsurge in the performance of sports teams at Bunker Hill Community College. In the 70s, sports teams were much smaller and suffered losses more frequently than not. Yet due to the expansion of the college in the 1980s and the influx of more talent, Bunker Hill Community College teams had many more successful seasons than the 1970s. The basketball team in particular almost won the Greater Boston Small College Conference, and former Bunker Hill Community College basketball player Will Smith was honored with the title of All-Star. In 1984 baseball season, Bunker Hill Community College almost won against North Shore Community College, which was the best team in the Boston Small College Conference at the time. We see from the prominence of the Bunker Hill Community College teams in the 1980s that this would be a further harbinger for investment in athletics from the mid-1980s, as we've seen in the creation of multiple athletic fields and how the discussion around a sports facility eventually resulted in the construction of the G building in the 2010s. This next article details how Bunker Hill Community College acquired significant amounts of land, which led to an increase in popularity of sports at Bunker Hill Community College. Bunker Hill Community College acquired land adjacent to the E building and planned on building multiple sporting facilities on the land. We see in this article that as the college grew in prominence, it was important for the administration to heavily invest in athletics to cultivate school spirit, provide students with opportunities to be more involved in the school as a community, and to build school morale. This investment in sports was wise because strong sports teams can truly cultivate a sense of community at a college through multiple students from a variety of backgrounds working together to support their team in the community that their teams represent. Though in 1984, Bunker Hill Community College acquired the land adjacent to the E building, it would be years before the building of the facilities would come to fruition. This article by columnist Ross Neville details the debate surrounding the expansion of sports and recreation facilities at Bunker Hill Community College that has enveloped it since the college's inception. So the original design of Bunker Hill consisted of 8 buildings, but only 4 were completed due to the budgetary constraints at the time. And the two purposes of increasing sporting facilities was to make the college more attractive to high school students who wanted sports on the side as a complement to their studies, and to bolster the current teams, having more practice facilities for them to go for rainy days and to not have to rent out various expensive spaces for teams like the basketball team. When we analyze the articles, we see in the 70s that the influence of sports at Bunker Hill Community College was much smaller than in the early and mid-80s. As the college expanded and greatly grew in the 80s, the pool for talented athletes grew as well, and Bunker Hill had a great amount of success with sports teams from then on. Ultimately, the expansion of the college led to the success of athletics at Bunker Hill Community College. Thank you for listening to my presentation, and these are the sources I have used.